Do this before you go and share the emotion with somebody, or before you try to tell somebody about what happened that causes the grief and causes the pain and causes the anger. Because this emotion is so uncomfortable, what we try to do often is share it with someone. Oh, what are you doing? Like, you park it in my spot. Or even when we're driving, I'm the master of that. Oh, you're coming into my lane. Like, as if somebody could hear me, right? It's so funny. Hello everyone, Dr. Katka here. This video will be 2-in-1. Invitation for January and blessings for a powerful, majestic, beautiful, and amazing year 2023. We have so much going for us, really. Coming off of year 2022, so much power, so much wind in our sails. We're going into year 7, 2023. Year 7 is about so much. Here is where we are asked and invited to really connect to who are we? Who am I? Who am I outside this physical body? Whatever your belief is, whatever your understanding of life is, it all fits. You just choose what fits for you, really. Connection to God, connection to source, connection to nature as our source, connection to higher self, to soul, to the universe as a cosmos, as a whole. Number 7 in of itself is it's called a spiritual number, but really what that means is understanding that we are beyond our bodies. The energy that created the matter, right? When energy comes in and comprises into matter, we're matter as a human body, this beautiful body. So there's always this immense gratitude for our body. Thank you, body, for bringing us to today and for every single day after that. This beautiful vehicle, that we want to take care of. And this year is going to be an invitation to do that as well. The more we understand and the more we incorporate and accept and become aware of the layers that we are. If you imagine an energetic egg around us, right? We can call it aura. We can literally call it the layers of our energy that we are. Just imagine an egg, beautiful golden egg, and just breathe into your belly and into your heart, and then breathe out into the egg all over, and then breathe back in to the heart and the belly, and then out. Feel your egg. Just feel, just become aware that you are more than just this. You are further than that. As far as you feel comfortable, you can just do it as far as you can reach. But if you feel more comfortable, our body actually goes further than that, as far as the energetic body. And this year is about us starting to own that, starting to be that, starting to walk as that. Just a little practice to walk slowly and be aware of, I take up more space than just this. And it's the best thing to do it in nature or near water. Like the tree. So the tree goes further out and I go further out so we can meet. So every step, with every breath, just for a few minutes here and there, let's practice occupying that space, even if it's just with our awareness, just with our breath. That's the start. When I'm aware of something, that's the start. So the invitation is that this year is to become more aware of that space and fill it more with my energy. I fill up my cup. Beautiful. It's going to be a powerful year. The invitation for the month of January, and we can really take it to the whole year. But as I'm learning to fill up my space more, I am intentionally filling it with light. with white light, with golden light, with breath, which really is energy of spirit. Breath is the spirit. I'm filling it with breath, and I'm choosing to fill it with gratitude and love. Every single breath, every single aware moment, I consciously fill it with love and gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And because I practice that, in the moments when uncomfortable emotion comes, fear, anger, sadness, grief, sorrow, or hate, or rage, they're not bad emotions. No emotion is a bad emotion. We started calling them bad because they don't feel so good. They feel different. You know, when I'm elated and joyous and I feel so much gratitude and love. There's this expansion and my heart is open and I'm like, I feel so good. Yeah. So we tend to call them good emotions. Fear and sadness and anger, they feel more constricting. There's tightness in the body. So they don't feel so good. Sometimes you could say they feel bad, so we call them bad emotions. But the truth is, let's drop that and let's just invite them as there, as well as joy and love and gratitude. There are also energies. Instead of them being expanded and feeling good and opening us up, they feel a little bit more constricting and tight. So the invitation is, breathe into them. So let's say I feel this sorrow in my heart right here, yeah? So I feel this tight sorrow in my heart, and it feels so, and what happens is the memories or the story in my mind starts happening, and it keeps feeling. It's like, I wish I would have done that. It's like, I can't be over there and I really want to be there. And it creates more and more tightness. So the invitation is to pause the mind thinking and going places. Yeah. If we can do something like, cross crawl, like you go left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. And you do it walking, or you can even do it sitting. We can do it to ear. So we break the pattern with breath a little bit and some movement. We can go and put our hands in water, especially when it's cold water. We can literally touch a tree or touch some, ground. And then also with breath. Or there's some sound coming through. So we can create sound. So we use whatever is around us, yes? We break the pattern of the thought. And then we be with the feeling. So let's say it's a painful, uncomfortable feeling in my heart. So usually the tendency is to run away from it. Yeah. Either I start doing something else, or I go, if it's anger, I go, right? We try to break it, and that's okay. As long as we do it in a kind manner. We don't go be angry at somebody else. But let's feel it. Can even tap a little bit on the point where it's hurting, whether it's body part where my shoulder is hurting, or when right now it's in my chest, so I'm going to be tapping on there. I'm going to feel it, break the pattern, and then here's the key: we allow that energy of the feeling. So let's say it's sorrow, we stick with the sorrow in my heart, whatever you have going on. And instead of being constricted in the body, remember, we have the egg around us. We allow it to take up space in the field of our egg. Let's try that. Or just remember this. Yeah, if you're watching it somewhere, you can do it. Just remember this and really try it. So there's this sorrow. Instead of me constricting it, I consciously allow it to expand, just like I would joy or gratitude or love. Consciously allow it to expand into my egg. Keeping the heart open, keeping whatever that place is in my body, whether it's solar plexus or any other body part, it's constricted. I consciously create space. You can imagine a bubble around it that's just becoming bigger and bigger and bigger until it literally fills up my whole egg. two really important pieces here that are going to be an invitation to practice if you so choose to. Just keep doing that for as long as you can, or for as long as you need to, for it to, you're gonna feel it dissipates a little bit. It lessens the intensity a little bit, and so we just be in it. It's a little bit easier to be in it, and the goal is to stay with it for maybe at least 5 minutes. If you can do 10, set alarm for 5 if you have to, or 10 minutes, and just breathe in it and imagine it being contained in the egg, and just breathe through it. Same like we did before, into the belly, into the heart, and out into the egg, and back from the egg into the whole body, and then out and in and out. Just keep breathing with that emotion of sorrow, or whichever one is up for you. And here's the key, very powerful invitation. Do this before you go and share the emotion with somebody, or before you try to tell somebody about what happened that causes the grief and causes the pain and causes the anger. It's because this emotion is so uncomfortable, what we try to do often is share it with someone. Sometimes post it on social media, sometimes call a friend, sometimes just if we're somewhere outside and somebody really, let's say supermarket, somebody's making us mad, we go, oh, what are you doing? You know, we just start like raising the voice and putting it out at the person, right? That's seemingly causing this disruption and uncomfortableness in our being. This is a huge invitation, and it's gonna it takes for me a little bit of a practice, a little bit of awareness every day, more and more awareness. And the reason for that is because if we share it with somebody, if we try to like go, oh, what are you doing? Like, you park it in my spot. Or even when we're driving, you know, I'm the master of that. Oh, you're coming into my lane. Like, as if somebody could hear me, right? It's so funny. But the truth is, we want to contain it in our egg. There's so much power in containing that emotion in our egg before asking somebody else to carry it for us, before dispersing it out onto somebody else. It's a tendency, and it's easier to do, and the power lies, and the big invitation is in bringing it in and keeping it in our egg for 5 to 10 minutes at least. And after 5 to 10 minutes, see what happens. See what happens. I'll leave you with that. I won't spoil. No spoiler here. I'll actually let you try it first before we reconvene for part 2. Becoming aware of the egg. Number 1, breathing into it, having it present in our consciousness. Yeah, having it present. And then when an uncomfortable feeling comes, we break the pattern of the thought, stay with the feeling, open up the heart, open up the space in the body, and allow it to move into the egg while we breathe into it for 5 to 10 minutes. That's an invitation for January 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. Can't wait to hear how that goes for you. Blessings and more blessings.